Setala, I am the sound.
Hi, and I am Deanna Nechitilo, the Dragon Lady, and I am the Fury.
And here we are with an amazing healing experience for Mercury Retrograde.
Woo!
So welcome everyone, and just take a moment now, if this sings to your soul, take a moment and just invite anyone who you feel could benefit from a little energy around Mercury retrograde and its impact on us consciously, unconsciously. We greatly appreciate that. I'm going to take a moment because I just remembered I have to make this public on my page because it defaults to private. But we're going to be doing this amazing healing. And while I make this public, why don't you tell a little bit of what we're doing today?
Sure. So I have set up this beautiful crystal grid for the benefit of Mercury in retrograde rescue. I chose this theme because today and tomorrow we're going through the new moon in Gemini, and Gemini is ruled by Mercury. So this is an especially potent time to address any issues that we may be having with Mercury type stuff like communication, transportation, electronics, our thought processes. I feel like there is a lot of general just confusion and befuddlement and like tangling going on right now in the collective energy. Even if people aren't like going through big disasters, they're having a lot of like mix-ups and confusion. So this grid is designed for clearing and just sort of like releasing all that bullshit so we can just slide on through.
Yep. And I could have used this last Thursday because I ordered a pizza for Bars Night and it never showed up. It ended up at some other plaza. I never got my food. And it was like, and then Google just randomly decides to make the number for DoorDash like spam. So I never got their texts or calls. It was really bizarre. So just because you might be okay with Mercury retrograde, there's all kinds of other people impacted by it. So what could this produce for your ease just with everything around you?
Exactly. And so if we have a few minutes, I'd like to talk about the stones that are included in this grid.
Yeah, absolutely. And why don't you also, if you haven't done it already, could you make this public on your Facebook page?
Did I not do that?
Well, after you go live, you have to redo it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I told you this. That's okay though. It's Mercury retrograde.
A lot of things.
So
how do I do this?
You go to your Facebook profile, go to where you see the stream, click edit audience, and go from friends to public.
Do I need to do this on both my personal and professional page?
Just your personal profile. And thank you, everyone. This is our second time streaming together, so we're just going through a little learning curve with it.
And the first one was 6 months ago, so don't remember a lot.
But the first one was amazing. You can check it out on the YouTube channel. It was all about that great grand conjunction event that we had with the 3 stars lining up. So definitely check that out. It was amazing. All right. All set?
Yes.
Cool.
All right. So this is your Mercury retrograde rescue grid. I have chosen fluorite as the focal stone. I'm going to use this little quartz point to point things actually. Fluorite is an excellent stone for communication and thinking. It is a great organizer of thoughts. It clears astral debris and just helps things be like, clean and clear and like fresh, minty, mountain wind. And so when we are able to organize our thoughts, it's a lot easier to say exactly what we mean and to hear what is being said without bias. And so that's a good star for this particular grid. And then we have clear quartz. Obviously, clear quartz is good for pretty much any application because it's kind of a blank slate. And but it's especially good for clarifying because it is clear. It just, takes a lot of the clutter out. And it's also good for amplifying. And while it is possible to amplify the BS in a highly organized system like this, where there's a lot of signal as opposed to noise, it can help amplify the signal and make that clearer than the noise so that your message comes through loud and clear. We have a little bit of smoky quartz, which is kind of similar to clear quartz, but it's more grounding and calming. It helps us all to just kind of chill out. It's also good for the psychic abilities. It helps you hear what's not being said so you can make more informed decisions instead of being duped. Let me see. Then we have Blue lace agate, which is an excellent stone for communication, helps you to speak your truth calmly and deliberately. It's also relaxing because that's important, because when tensions are high, it can raise our defenses, and then we throw up filters, and then we start reacting. And when we're calm, it's easier to just, like say what we need to say and hear what we need to hear, and things are just smooth going on ease. Then we have rose quartz. Everybody knows rose quartz. It is the love stone, and love is really important in communication because when you speak from the heart, it is very hard to go wrong. And when you listen with compassion, it's really hard to get mad at somebody, if they're having confusion or defensiveness. This blue stone, this is dyed howlite. Howlite is naturally a white stone. It's often dyed this garish shade of blue to resemble turquoise. But it's really an excellent stone on its own merits. It's a stone of politeness and calming. It's a very polite stone. It's good for group communications and cooperations. It helps to get out of the ego because it's just very wholesome. Quick story, I had an ex-boyfriend who was very verbally abusive toward me, and one time I had gone to a gem show and picked up a bunch of necklaces, and he picked out the howlite one for himself, and he got a lot nicer, at least for a while. And then finally, in the corners, we have black tourmaline. Black tourmaline is really good for removing toxic energies from the body or an environment, like if you're in a workplace that has a lot of negativity. Black tourmaline's a good addition for that. If you're the kind of person who picks up a lot of heavy energy and stores it in your body, it's a really good stone for you. So it helps clear the air, and it's also grounding. And, all these other high vibrational stones, they're like really good. But if things aren't grounded and practical and like anchored, then they're not much use. So the black tourmaline kind of ties it all together and brings it back to earth.
Yeah, awesome. And then what I'm going to be contributing, as soon as we actually start the healing process, we're going to have it focused on the grid again, I believe. And I'm going to be offering some sound to go accompaniment. And I have all my tuning forks for the planets since it has an astrology theme today. But I'm at my office, so I got a wide array of other noisemakers that whatever speaks to me, whatever I feel will be a contribution, we will go ahead and add that in. I believe that is it. Is there anything else to add before we start? Oh, actually, let us start with a little clearing, because besides just receiving the energy from myself and from Deanna, in shamanism, we believe everything has consciousness. Everything is part of this Kausai, this field of living energy. And what if you could receive actually from the higher consciousness of the stones themselves? So what energy, space, consciousness, and choice could your body, being, and beyond be to receive the infinite contribution from all these aspects of divinity that will be at play throughout this healing? And everything that doesn't allow that, destroy and uncreate it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyond. So that's the clearing statement. You can find out more at theclearingstatement.com. But shall we begin?
Yes.
All right.
Just want to invite you guys to tap into the energy from this grid. Let it infuse your aura and your life. I'll be sending Reiki energy through it to amplify it. All you have to do is turn on the intention to receive.
Hiya, Huchimikwi Pachamama, Saiwa Kanchai Hanakpacha, Ompui, Ompui, Ompui. Awesome. A Nike. Working dun the penny chai wakuna wakuchai kuna. Thank you, sacred soul brothers and sisters, for receiving. And if anybody who is still watching through the whole thing, if you have questions or anything, feel free to ask them. We'll just stay on for a couple minutes as wrap up. Sandra had said good morning. Nanette tuned in the middle and was just saying beautiful. And if you like this, let us know. We were happy to create more around different themes and kind of get our groove with each other and see how we can create greater together. How is there anything in particular that was going through your awareness as you were sending the energy, Deanna?
I just noticed that there was a lot of heaviness around people's mental bodies and limiting beliefs. And so I would really encourage people to do clearing work on those areas. Examine the mental baggage that we're carrying around that causes to constrict and, to limit ourselves. There's a great deal of freedom and ease when we let go of the thoughts and beliefs that no longer serve us. And I don't think that a lot of people realize how much energy we pour into both like holding those mental structures in place and to fighting against them. And I think if you need more information about clearing your limiting beliefs and mental structures, you can talk to either me or Hank. We both have tools that can help you.
Yep. And then also on Thursdays, for anybody who wants a more personalized experience, Deanna will be joining the group at Goddess Elite on Thursdays, myself, and there's also a store reader there. So there's on Thursday you could have all of us, or we could even do combination sessions. We haven't talked about that, but why not? Little
Why not?
crystals plus shamanism plus sound healing. What are the endless possibilities? And I felt that heaviness too. There was one part where I felt I just was compelled to just say a few brief words, which was Huchimikwi Pachamapa Saiwa Kancha Hanak Pacha. I was asking Mother Earth, take this heaviness, and called in columns of light from the upper world to allow that stuff to move to her. And for her, it is just fertilizer. We're not hurting her by giving her this heaviness and then filling that void with these columns of light. So that was the one little phrase that when I was feeling like, wow, there's some major hoocha going on. People like their drama, maybe.
Yeah, I'm not sure a lot of people would cop to liking their drama, but it is what we tend to be familiar with. And Mother Earth is always happy to receive our hoocha, our heaviness, and she can turn it into useful things. She is the great recycler, and Heaven is always happy to assist in our process by sending us healing light, which is always clearing and refreshing.
Yep. And in the description of the video, there should be links to my site as well as Deanna's, if I remember right. And if not, we'll update it to make sure it's included so you can reach out to either us. And we did have Kimmy just saying, thank you, Hank and Deanna. You're very welcome. Walekia Penichai. You're welcome, sister, and Kachua. And until next time, we'll probably be looking to do this once a week, and we'll just change up the themes. And if you have a particular thing in your life that you're really struggling with, maybe throw that out. Make a comment even on the replay. Maybe we can create a crystal grid just around that, because I'm sure we could do ones for anxiety and for pain and for all the possibilities. Truly are endless. It's just what do we prioritize to offer first?
Exactly. That would be really exciting because I would love to know what's alive for people. Know that if you're going through something, you're definitely not the only person going through it. So your request could end up helping a lot of people.
Yeah, absolutely. We're in this together. It may be the kingdom of me, but we're all in the kingdom of we. Cool. Well, until next time, any final words, Deanna? Are you good?
No, I'm just really grateful for this opportunity. I'm really grateful to Hank for agreeing to do this and for doing all the technical stuff that I would have no clue about. And very deeply grateful to everyone who tuned in to watch and was receptive to healing. And I hope that this healing can ripple outward and create great clarity in your lives and the lives of those around you.
Yeah. And one final thing too, don't share this video, invite people to watch this video. There's a difference between just taking a video and sharing it and saying to someone, hey, I watched this, I got a lot out of it, I really think there's something for you here. That's an invitation. So I invite you to invite others to experience this healing. And what contribution could you be to the world if you make choices and share things that create lightness for you to help create lightness for others? So until then, we'll catch you next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye.